AI replacing virtual assistants? The short answer is yes, unfortunately, but the longer answer is not entirely. So I want to go over, there's about 7 different skills here that I'm going to go over that AI is replacing, but then I'm going to tell you exactly what to do about it. And I'm going to explain how each of them are being replaced by AI too. The first one that you probably may have already noticed is social media, commenting, DMing, different kind of interactions in there. Yes, this is totally being replaced by AI. They do not really need anybody to do that manually anymore because you can set up automations. So like if you've ever seen, even I use them where you comment free class and then the automation will just automatically send a message. If somebody comments this, then it'll automatically reply. If someone DMs this, it'll automatically reply. So you can set all those things up. But what does that mean for you? It just means that you should, if you really enjoy doing that, then you can become an expert on the automations piece of it. And you also can still be the person that somebody talks to if they haven't been able to be replied properly by AI. So you can still learn how to set up those types of automations and systems for somebody, and you can be a pro at that particular thing. It's just, you're no longer gonna easily get a job like just replying to DMs. That's done. Similarly to this, we see customer service being replaced faster and faster by AI. You've probably noticed where you maybe have used a chat or an FAQ or something, and the bot kind of already talks to you. And then if it can't help you, then it will get escalated. And that's pretty much true across the board. Not all companies are doing it yet, but you're going to see more and more. I don't really recommend customer service for people for remote jobs anyway, though, to be honest. Like, you're on endless phones, or you're just dealing with chat. It's just not really a great long-term position. It can be an okay to get a foot in the door, but even then it's hard to move up. So I don't totally recommend customer service to people anyway, but it is often a part of what you will do as a virtual assistant. If you're kind of that right-hand person to a business owner and you're doing lots of things for them, then there may be an element of that. But a lot of it, great news is a lot of questions can be answered automatically now. And so you would only be dealing with the ones that get escalated that the bot couldn't answer for you. Executive assistant tasks, that would be the third thing that I see that is quickly phasing out. Now, the cool thing is that not all business owners know how to automate the tasks, but if you are banking on being an executive assistant, virtual assistant, then you're going to want to start to do what I'm going to tell you guys later of how to deal with the AI thing quickly, because very quickly you will be, I've already seen the technology, you'll be able to type and say, I want to plan an event for 3,000 people to Mexico, and I want it to have this and this and this, and it will literally be able to make the phone calls for you, get the quotes for you, get all of the information for you, so that then you can do the next steps. Okay, now book this, do this. I know, crazy, but it's true. And that's just travel planning as an example. Same thing for making reservations at a restaurant. Same thing for email inbox management. A lot of that can be managed as well now by automations. So something to think about. Podcast management and video editing and content repurposing in general are all being shifted to AI. So for podcasting, people can already use Descript to auto edit, and they can already use ChatGPT or other similar softwares to magically generate show notes. We still need a manual person to upload stuff to the different platforms, and you would still need a manual person to like create any social media assets to go along with it to promote the episode. A lot of the stuff that was like, like high-end editing and all these like fancy things and turning into different videos, like a lot of those can be done by AI now. But there's still good news for you. So stay tuned because I'm going to get into that in a second. Video editing, kind of the same thing. A lot of times people are just like repurposing, for example, this video and then turning it into a whole bunch of other stuff. They don't really need someone to manually edit videos for them anymore. And of course, that influences content repurposing in general. If I can just take a video and have AI turn it into all these different pieces of content, then why do I need you to do anything, right? And then along these same lines, also email copy. A lot of people it's kind of part of content repurposing, but they're really using, hey, I made this one video and now I'm going to turn it into email copy for an email to my list. So you're going to see very quickly, people don't really want to hire someone to just write an email from scratch based on a video or just from their head anymore. They know that AI can do it. And so they're going to expect that you're using AI. So I'm going to give you a couple of quick ways to deal with this, but first I'm going deep into AI and how it is impacting the virtual assistant industry and what you can do about it in this month's free class. It's how to remain an in-demand VA in an AI takeover world, and I would love to invite you. You can check it out at esterinman.com/AI, and you can watch this month's free class all about virtual assisting and AI and how you can shift with the movement that's already happening. A couple of things to be aware of is that your mindset is going to play a big part in how you grow as a virtual assistant with the AI element that's been added into it. Having a growth mindset so that you're like, hey, I can learn new things, instead of, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this, I'm freaking out. Like, you're hearing me talk about stuff and you're freaking out. That is going to negatively impact you. If you can at least have a growth mindset and say, hey, I can learn new things. I can do hard things. Nobody was born knowing how to do AI stuff. If they learned how to do it, then I can learn how to do it too. There is plenty of work for everybody. I just need to know how to shift. That is the mindset that you want to have going into all these discussions about AI, not just like shutting down, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you can't do it, feeling like you're already behind before you got started. All that stuff's going to come, but you're going to have that mindset to be able to go with it. In my next video, I'm going to talk about how to deal with AI taking over a whole bunch of things in the virtual assistant industry, very specifically. I think I have 4 or 5 different things for you to be able to think about as you move into a world where AI is a big part of our industry. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, go to esterinman.com/AI for this month's free class all about AI in the virtual assistant world.